Ever stepped into a home so clean it feels like time just paused for a second? No chemical smells, no chaos, just peace. Like every corner's been loved, every surface cared for. That ain't luck, and it sure ain't store-bought. It's a system, quiet, ancient, Amish, passed down through calloused hands and silent mornings. You're about to learn it, not just the how, but the why. Stick around. This might just change how you clean and how you live. Early mornings and the humble start. It begins just after sunrise, maybe even before that. A rooster crows somewhere in the distance, the soft shuffle of bare feet on wooden floors. The Amish woman, usually the mother, already has her day in motion. No alarms, no phone buzzing, just habit. She ties on her apron, still a little creased from yesterday's work, and lights a small oil lamp if the sun hasn't fully climbed up yet. The floor gets swept first. Always. Doesn't matter if it looks clean, because dirt, she says, has a way of sneaking in quiet. Corners are checked. Rugs are shaken out by hand, often outside in the fresh breeze. No rush, just rhythm. She knows which boards creak, which spots collect dust faster. There's no checklist taped to the fridge, no apps sending reminders. It's all memory, muscle memory. And this quiet, unhurried start, it sets the tone for everything. They say the way you clean your morning sets the pace for your soul. Sounds old-fashioned, but works. Laundry day ain't just laundry day. Tuesdays, that's wash day. Not always, but usually. And it's a big deal. Bigger than folks imagine. You ever seen sheets whipped by wind, strung tight across a green field? That's Amish laundry. They wash everything in big tubs, sometimes by hand, sometimes with old wringer washers powered by air pressure or a gas motor. No buttons, no beeps, just turning, pressing, scrubbing. Soap is homemade, lye-based, smells strong, stings a little, but clothes come out fresh. Not just clean, fresh, like earth and water mixed with something sacred. The older women teach the younger girls how to fold a sheet so sharp it stacks like wood. There's no dryer, no softener sheets. Just wind and sunlight doing what it's always done. And while clothes dry, the floors get mopped. Again, sometimes twice. Because laundry day ain't just laundry day. It's deep cleaning day too. Everything gets touched. Everything breathes. Dirt has no place in a holy space. They see their homes different. Not like a place to crash. Not like a storage unit full of furniture and junk. More like a quiet chapel. A resting place. Where meals are sacred. Where children learn not by lectures, but by watching. Where love gets stitched into curtains. So dirt? No, doesn't belong. Even a little. If there's a crumb, it's swept. If there's smudge, it's wiped. Right away. They don't let things pile. Because piled up mess becomes a monster. When you can't fight with just a rag and vinegar. So they stay ahead of it. And when guests come, they don't scramble around trying to make things look decent. It's already decent. Always. Not perfect, but tended to. With care. And that makes a difference. You can feel it when you walk in. Like the air's been dusted too. Children learn with their hands, not just their ears. Little ones don't just play. They help. As soon as they're able. 3 years old, maybe 4. Standing on wooden stools, handing clothespins to mama. Or holding the dustpan steady while papa sweeps the barn. There's no bribes. No screen time rewards. Just a quiet understanding. This is what we do. This is how we live. They learn to clean not through lectures, but through doing. Side by side. One small hand on a rag, another pulling weeds near the porch. And when they mess up, which they do, there's no scolding. Just correction. Gentle. Firm. The way a floor must be cleaned in a certain pattern, not randomly. The way a blanket folds corner to corner, not crooked. These tiny details, they matter. Not because of perfection, but because order creates calm. And children, even wild ones, thrive in calm. No clocks, just rhythm. You won't find them staring at a wall clock, counting down minutes till cleaning's done. Time for them flows different, not in chunks, but in cycles. Morning routines blend into midday chores, and the cleaning just fits. It weaves into the day like thread in a quilt. Maybe they mop after breakfast, maybe again before sunset. Depends on the dust, the footprints, the weather outside. They adjust. No stress. No, I have to. Just this needs done. You can feel that rhythm when you're around them. It's steady, quiet. It carries them. And that's why their homes stay so clean. Not because they clean more, but because they clean better. On time, every time, with heart. And somehow, that makes it all feel easier. Cleaning as an act of gratitude. They don't complain much. Not about cleaning. Not about anything really. When you ask them why they clean so much, they might just smile and say, because we have a home. That's it. Simple. To them, cleaning is thankfulness in action. It's how they say thank you for the walls that hold them, the roof that shelters them, the wood stove that keeps them warm in January. Each sweep of the broom says something, quietly, and that attitude, it changes the energy, makes the work feel lighter, more sacred, more joyful. You scrub harder when you feel lucky to have a sink. You dust better when you remember some people got no table to eat at. It's not forced. It's felt. Deep down, maybe that's their biggest secret. Gratitude. When the barn's cleaner than most kitchens. You walk into an Amish barn and it smells like hay and fresh wood. Not manure. Not rot. Because even their barns, even those get cleaned daily. Floors raked. Tools hung back. Animals fed on time. Bedding changed. There's no corner too dusty. No crevice too forgotten. You see that, and you think, what kind of folks keep their barn cleaner than most people's kitchens? The kind who don't separate dirty work from respectable work. That's the kind. They treat the barn like they treat the parlor. With purpose. And so, the order stays. The peace follows. There's a rhythm to it again. A flow. And when a young boy walks barefoot through hay without stepping in filth, that says something. The sweet scent of clean air. There's no Febreze, no plugins, no artificial sprays. And yet, somehow, their homes smell better than most stores selling candles. Why? Because clean doesn't have a scent. Not a fake one, anyway. It smells like sun-dried linen, like floorboards wiped with vinegar, like beeswax rubbed into old wood. It smells like soap and steam and something just baked. It's the absence of grime, of mold, of chemicals trying too hard. And you breathe it in and it feels real, alive. That kind of clean air makes you want to take your shoes off. Sit a while. Maybe think better thoughts. Cleaning as a way of remembering. They don't talk much about nostalgia, but it's there in a way they keep old things clean. The butter churn passed down 3 generations, still spotless. The cedar chest with hand-stitched quilts, always aired once a season. The kitchen table, long enough for 12, oiled every month like clockwork. These aren't just heirlooms. They're memories, living ones. And cleaning them isn't just maintenance, it's remembrance. Of hands that used to work them, of meals shared, stories told, jokes laughed over bread. You clean different when you're touching history. Gentler, slower, with respect. It's not magic, it's mindset. Look, there's no wizardry here. No ancient secret locked away. It's simple, but not easy. It's mindset. It's the way they see their world. Dirt is not just dirt. It's a sign of neglect or delay. And order? It's not just pretty. It's peace. So they choose peace. Every day, in little moments, small acts, over and over. And that's what keeps their homes so stunningly, shockingly clean. It ain't about speed or sparkle. It's about steadiness, care, and love. That's their secret. And maybe, just maybe, we all could borrow a little of that. Now you know, it ain't magic. It's rhythm. It's care. It's grit wrapped in grace. From sunup to sundown, the Amish don't just clean, they honor. Each sweep, each wipe, done with heart. You could try it, one habit at a time. Start small. It might surprise you how peace grows from a swept floor. This is Rustic Pantry, where old wisdom still works. If you felt something today, if it sparked a shift, leave a thought below. And don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started.